In this problem, we're going to solve this equation for w. We're going to do it using something called the square root property. So the square root property says that whenever you have a variable squared, say x, and it's equal to a number, and you're trying to solve for the variable, what you can do is simply take the square root of both sides. So if you do that, you'll get x on the left-hand side, and then on the right-hand side, you'll get a plus or minus. That's the key point, okay? So here in this problem, it's not x, it's w. So we'll start this problem by trying to solve for w. So because there's a positive 4 here, we'll start by subtracting the 4. So minus 4. That gives us 11 equals 3w squared. Then we can divide by 3. So divide by 3, divide by 3. That means w squared is 11 over 3. I'm going to go ahead and write it backwards. So w squared is 11 over 3. Good stuff. Okay, now we can use the square root property. So that basically says that to get rid of the w squared, we just take the square root. On the left-hand side, we get a w, and the key part is that we get a plus or minus here on the right-hand side. So plus or minus the square root of 11 over 3. We can simplify this just a little bit. You can write this as plus or minus the square root of 11 over the square root of 3. And then we can rationalize by multiplying by the square root of 3 over the square root of 3, which is really 1. And you don't have to do this. You could really stop here. It just depends. Sometimes people like things rationalized. So if you wanted to keep going, you could. Multiplying across up top, it's going to give us plus or minus, let's see, 3 times 11 is 33. And then on the bottom, the square root of 3 times the square root of 3 is just going to be 3. And that would be the rationalized answer, and this would be the non-rationalized answer. I hope this video has been helpful.